In the last class we studied what algebraic expressions are. In this class we will study how to add, subtract, multiply and divide them. We start with this question. We have to find the perimeter of a triangle whose sides are given. Now, what is the perimeter of a triangle? It is just the length of the boundary. So, if the three sides are given, all we have to do is add these three sides, which are actually algebraic expressions. So, when you add, please remember to write down the sign carefully. Each term will have a sign. 7 has a sign plus. Notice here 2x has a sign minus. So when you write them down, please write the sign carefully, and as you go on adding like terms, you remember what like terms are? Like terms are terms which have the same variable. That means 2x square and x square will be like terms because they both have the variable x square. So whenever you add the like terms together, put a tick on it, tick mark on it. So that will avoid confusion. So now let's start our question. We have to find the perimeter. So we have to add these three algebraic expressions. What is the first one? 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Next one is plus x square plus 7. Next one is plus 3x square minus 2x plus 3. Now gather all the x squares together. I have taken one. There is one here which is plus x square. There is one here which is plus 3x square. I have gathered all of them together, and next is gather all the terms which have the variable x. So there is an x here and the next x is here. Please do not forget that this has minus 2. So do not forget to put the minus sign. And then what? The constant terms. Here you have a plus 1, here you have a plus 7 and here you have a plus 3. Please put a tick mark, that will make it easier for you to confirm that you have written all of them. You have written down all of them. So 2x square plus x square plus 3x square would be 6x square. 3x minus 2x would be x. It is actually 1x, but we just write it as x. And all these three added together would be 11. So this is the sum. Next, we see how to subtract algebraic expressions. Next is the subtraction problem. Please notice that whenever you have the word from, the expression that follows it, that should come first. I often see students making mistake in this. Always remember cookie from a cookie jar. For you to take the cookie out, the cookie jar has to be there first. So anything from, that should come first. So write down that first, the expression which comes after from. It is the same with less than. Whenever you have what is 3 less than 5, then 5 should come first. So whatever is here, write that down first. And next thing, after you write the minus sign, please remember that if it has more than one term, here how many terms does it have? It has 3 terms. Please remember, if it has more than one term, the whole thing should come in brackets, because if you do not put the brackets, your answer will be wrong. I think we discussed it in the earlier video also. So please put this if it has more than one term. We have 3 terms, so put it inside the bracket. So that would be 7 by 4x cube plus 3 by 2x square plus x by 2. Next thing to remember is that whatever algebraic expression you are subtracting, all of its sign changes. This is plus, this will become minus, because we are going to take the minus inside the bracket. So once you take the minus inside the bracket, each of the term will get the minus sign. So no problem with the first one, that will remain as it is. But the second one will have all its signs changed. The minus goes to this, the minus goes to this, and the minus goes to this. Next, what do? You gather all the like terms together. 1. Do you see any other constant term? No. Just put a tick on this. Next, minus x by 3. Do you see any other term which has just x here? Right? Put a tick on it. Then next is minus x square by 5. Do you see anything else which has x square? This. Right? Put a tick on it. And the last one is this one. So now you just have to add up all of that. 1 would be 1. What will be minus x by 3? Minus this. Forget the x. It is just minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. The LCM would be 6. Then here it would be minus 2 minus 3. That would be minus 5 by 6. To that just add a x. So this would be minus 5 by 6x. Now, what about the x square? It is minus x square by 5 minus 3x square by 2. Again, forget about x square. Just do minus 1 by 5 minus 3 by 2 and to the answer add an x square. So again the LCM will be 10. Here you will have minus 2 minus 15, that would be minus 17 by 10. Do not forget to add the x square. Minus 17 by 10 x square. Okay, so this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, and this is done. Just the last one left. So this is the answer. Now you see this problem? What should be added to x square plus y square to get this answer? Now if I ask you what should be added to 2 to get 10, then what will you say? It is 10 minus 2, right? So what should be added to this to get this answer? All they are saying is subtract 2x square plus 3xy. Take this number and subtract x square plus y square from this. So whenever we have more than one term and we have to subtract, what do we have to do? Remember, put them in brackets, otherwise your answer will be wrong. So, and next thing, what do you do? Write this number as it is and change every sign. Whatever is plus will become minus, whatever is minus will become plus. So minus y square minus x square. So here then what do we do? Group all the like terms together. You have only one xy term, and whenever you take a number, just put a tick. Whenever you take a term, put a tick. 2x square minus x square is plus x square, and this will be the answer. Now just see what happens if you do not put this bracket here. Remember this answer and see what happens if you do not put. This would be 2x square minus x square, which would be x square, plus 3xy plus y square. So you see what happened? You have a different answer. So that is wrong. Whenever you have more than one term to be subtracted, remember to put them in the brackets. Now we go on to multiplication of algebraic expressions. Now let's go on to multiplication of algebraic expressions. Let us recap what we have earlier learned. If we have the same variable but different powers, the power of this is 3 and the power of this is 4, then we just add up the powers and write 7. That makes sense, right? This would be x multiplied 3 times, this would be x multiplied 4 times. Then together if you add up, you will see that it is actually x multiplied 7 times. So that makes sense, right? So what if the variables are different? For example, a square into b a cube. That means here you have 2a's and here you have 3a's. You write it as 5, and this b, just 1b, you just write it like this. This is how we multiply monomials. But then when binomials and trinomials come, then what do? We use this system. Suppose these are two expressions and these are two expressions. Then we do a, I will put minus. so that you know what's happening. Okay, then you write A into C minus D minus B. Remember, this minus sign belongs to B, so put minus B into C minus D. This is what happens. I will show that with maybe with numbers, then it will be easier for you to understand. 9 minus 8 into 3 minus 2. Now just by looking at it you can see what the answer is. 9 minus 8 will be 1, 3 minus 2 will be 1, so 1 into 1 will just be 1. But then instead of 1 and 1, but instead of doing it that way, I will just show it like this. What are we going to do? 9 into 3 minus 2 minus 8 into 3 minus 2, then 9 into 1 minus 8 into 1. That means 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. So this is actually what we are going to do. Now let us start doing the problem, then you will understand it better. What is the first term? X plus 3 into 2x cube plus 2x square plus x plus 1. Then what do you write? The first term and then the whole of the second term. Okay, then here plus 3. If it is minus here, remember to carry on that minus here. Then again the whole term. Then just find the answer. X into this, that will be 2 into x raised to 4 plus x into 2x square, that will be 2x cube. X into x will be x square. X into 1 will be x plus 3 into 2 x cube will be 6x cube plus 6x square plus 3x plus 3. Now add all the terms which have x raised to 4. Do you see any? I don't see any of them. Only one. What all has x cube as the coefficient? There is a 2 here. There is 6 here. That makes it 8x cube. What all has x square as the term? Here there is an x square. Here. So that is 7x square. What all has x? 1x here, 3x here, 4x. Plus what all has constant terms? Just 3. That's all. This is how you multiply algebraic expressions. We will just see one more example. Now we have to multiply these two. Let me first write them down. Make sure I got all the signs correct. Then what do we do? Take the first term, first expression, then the whole of the second expression. Right? First term, first expression, second term, then whole of the second one. Then the third one, do not forget the sign. It is minus 1. Then again the whole thing. Now multiply these two. 2 into 5 would be 10. X square into x square would be x raised to 4. 2 here, 2 here. Again 2 into minus 9 would be minus 18. X square, 2 here, 1 here. Add them, you get 3. And then plus 6x square. Then here what do you do? Multiply these two. Then you get 35x cube, right? Yeah. And minus, this would be 7 into, notice the minus here, then that would be what? Minus 63x square, then plus 21x, then see the minus 1 here. What does that mean? All of the signs are going to change because you have a minus 1 here. So all the signs would change, but their constants would not change because this is just 1. So all the constants would be same, but their signs would change. So that would be minus 5x square plus 9x minus 3. Now, what all has the power x raised, what all has the factor x raised to 4? Just 1. Then, what all has x cube? I have a minus 18 here. It's minus 18. So I have minus 18 x cube, and I'll cut what all I have written down. I have written down this, and that would be plus 35 x cube. I will cut that also, and then I will go to square x square. Let me cut down that. Cut down, and minus 5x square plus 21x plus 9x. 21 plus 9 would be 30x. I will just write it as 30x, and then just a minus 3 here. So that would be 10x raised to 4. Then you have, this would be 7, 1 plus 17x cube, right? And then that would be, here would be 1 minus 63. 63 minus 1 would be 62. So 1 minus 63 would be minus 62, right? Minus 62x square, then a plus 30x, and then a minus 3. This is the answer. Now we go on to division of polynomials. Before we go to that, we have to learn the concept of something called a degree. The degree of a polynomial, a single, if you consider this monomial, the degree of this monomial is the sum of the powers of its variables. Now look at this. How many variables does this have? This is an algebraic expression in 3 variables. What are those variables? X, y and z. And what are their powers? The power of x is 4, the power of y is 1, and the power of z is 1. So total power is 6. So for each, if you have a monomial, this is how you determine the degree of a monomial. Degree of the monomial is the power of its variables. This is if you have just one term. Now look here, what do you have? You have 3 terms, which is a trinomial. Then how do you determine the degree? Calculate the degree of each term separately, see which one has the highest, and that will be the degree of the whole polynomial. So go to each term. First term, what is the variable? P. What is the degree? 2. What are the variables? P, M and N. Total, what is the degree? What is the sum of the powers? Here the power is 1, here the power is 2, here the power is 1. Sum of the powers would be 4. Look here, what are the variables? M, N and P. And what are the powers of those variables? 1 plus 3 plus 1, 4. So the degree of this polynomial is 4. Now let us see how to divide this expression by 3y cube plus 1. We will start the usual way. We will do this and put our divisor here. Do not worry about any other terms. Just see the first term of both the expressions. What into 3y square will give you 3y raised to 5. So the constant part we are okay, right? 3 and 3. But look at the variable part. Y cube is y multiplied 3 times. This is y multiplied 5 times. This is, so how many more y's do you need? You have y multiplied 3 times and y multiplied 5 times. You just need 2 more y's, or in other words, you need a y square. So 3y cube into y square will give you this answer you need. So this one would be 3y raised to 5. But then look very carefully. Look at the second term. 1 into y square will be y square. But then what is the degree here? It is 4. So you cannot write here. You cannot write here. You have to write it here. Plus y square. Now subtract. All of this, just carry it down. This will be plus 6y square and then the rest. Again, forget about all the other terms. Concentrate on the first one. 3y square into what will give you 6y raised to 4. 3 into what will give you 6 plus 2. Y cube into what will give you y raised to 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So just 1y. Okay, so multiply with each term. First term we are fine, but look at the second term, it will be 2y. So where do we write? We write it here. Again subtract. So here you have 6y cube and here you have 3y cube. So the variable part, all good. All you have to worry is about the constant part. So just a plus 2 would be fine. So plus 2 into 3y square would be 6y cube. And then where do you write this 2? Here. You go here all the way. Then you get, this is minus. This is here, it's actually plus 2. Then you write minus 2. Now, is there anything else you can do here? 3y cube into, there is no number which can give you an y square, right? So we will stop this division when we get an algebraic expression whose degree is less than the degree of the divisor. What is the degree of the divisor? 3. Look at the degree of the divisor. It is 2. So you cannot continue anymore. Why did we continue so far? Here the degree was 4. Here the degree was 3. Till then it was okay. But when the degree goes less than, strictly less than 3, strictly less than the degree of the divisor, then nothing more we can do. We have to stop it here. Now how do we know if the answer is correct? How do we usually find out? Suppose you divide say 17 by 2. How long will you carry on the this division? Till you get a remainder which is less than 2, right? So that would be 8 and 16 and 1 finished. Why? Because 1 is less than 2. Until you get 0 or 1, you will keep on continuing the division. Now you can stop because we have got a remainder which is less than 2. How will you check if the answer is correct? You will multiply these two and to the answer you will add this 1. Then you should get 17. That is exactly what we will do here. We will multiply these two and then add this remainder to it and see if you get the correct answer. We have to check our answer, right? So now let's go on to do that. I will just leave the reminders and the quotients there. Let us quickly do it. 3y cube plus 1 into y square plus 2y plus 2. How do we do that? Take the first term, multiply each term in the second by it. So that would be 3y raised to 5 plus 6y raised to 4 plus 6y cube. This one is completely done. Now take the second term, multiply each term by it. Y square 2y plus 2. This is y square. Then what do we do? Oh, I've left out the plus sign here. Okay. So what did we do? We took 3y square and multiplied each term with this. So this was 3y raised to 5, this was 6y raised to 4 and this was 6y cube, right? Now what do we do? Let us add up all the like terms and luckily there are no like terms. That's it. There are no like terms. So this is our product. Now what do? We have to add these two. Shall we do? Okay, shall we start that? First is 3y raised to 5. Do you see any other y raised to 5? No. Next is y raised to 4. Do you see any other y raised to 4 term here? No. Next is 6y cube. Do you see any y cube here? No. Then we come to y square. Here there is a y square. Here there is a 6y square. So together you get 7y square. Again, here a 2y, here a 6y. Together you have 8y. Here a plus 2, here a plus 7. Plus 9. There. We have got the algebraic expression that we started with. This will be our dividend and this will be our divisor. Okay. And then remember, do not worry about all the other factors. Just concentrate on the first term of the divisor and the first term of the dividend and find out 3y square into what will give you 6y raised to 5. Now 3 into what will give you 6? 2. And y raised to 2 into what will give you y raised to 5? 2 plus what gives you 5? Y cube, right? So this is all you have to worry about. The first two terms. First term of the divisor and first term of this. So the answer is 2y cube. And multiply each term by 2y cube. When you multiply the first term, you will get 6y raised to 5. And what will be the second one? It will be 10 but y cube. So where will you write? You see the y cube here? You have to write it here. 10y cube. And then subtract. Subtract means here also there will be a minus sign and here also there will be a minus sign. 6y raised to 5 minus 6y raised to 5, just 0. Then write the 15y raised to 4 and then this would be minus 6y cube. Then copy all of the rest. Again, concentrate only on the first term. Why are we writing this? We are just taking care that it is easy to determine the degree of what the polynomial that we are dealing with. So again, concentrate only on the first term. First term of the divisor and the dividend. Now 3y square into what will give you 15y raised to 4. 3 into what will give you 15? That is 5. How much added to 2 will give you 4? Y square. Then this is 5y square. Again, multiply each term by this. So the first term will be 15y raised to 4 and the second one will be 25y square. But then here you see what the next term is. Always make sure that the terms are arranged according to the decreasing order of their degrees. Each term has a degree, right? This degree is 4, this degree is 3. So arrange them according to the decreasing degree so that you don't get the answer wrong. So do not write y square here. This place is for y cube. Write y square here. This will make your calculation easy. Now again what do? Minus sign. This you write as it is. Then this you will write it as minus 21y square. 25 minus 4 would be 21. 4 minus 25 would be minus 21. Then again write down all of this. Then what do? Again make sure that the terms are arranged according to their degrees. 3, 2, 1, 0. Again what do you do? First term of this, first term of this. So 3y square into what will give you minus 6y cube. 3 into minus 2 will give you minus 6. 2 plus 1 is going to give you 3. So it is y. Y square into y will give you y cube. So this is minus 2y. Then multiply with each term. This is minus 6y cube. The next one would be minus 10y, but you cannot write this here. This place has to be left. You write it here. Minus 10y. Now again minus. So this becomes plus and this also becomes plus. Minus here, it becomes plus. So this also gets cancelled. This is also 0 and this is also 0. And you are left with 21y square minus 35. Now 3y square into what will give you minus 21y square? Minus 7, right? 3 into minus 7 would give you minus 21 and y square is just y square. There, minus 7. So I will just carry this over here. Minus 21y square minus 35. So minus 7 here, it will be minus 21y square. 5 into minus 7 would be minus 35. Then put minus. Then this becomes plus, this becomes plus. The whole answer is 0.